This is all over the news. And this is the reasons why I stay out the way and I go inside my spot wherever I live at early and stuff like that. When my business is done, I'm going straight home. And this is the reasons why I don't go to places like Bourbon Street, South Street in Philadelphia, Main Street Mania, Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Peachtree Street in Atlanta and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And up in what's the other street down there in DC? Wisconsin Avenue. You catch the picture. You know what I'm saying? That's all. If I celebrate at home with people that are important in my life. That's all. And you're gonna see why it goes down like it goes down. Check this out.
Tragedy unfolding in New Orleans earlier this morning.
Multiple people are dead and at least 30 have been hospitalized after a car plowed into the crowd.
Yeah, tragic. Chanley Painter joins us now. Chanley, what do we know so far?
Yeah, it is a developing story, but we have confirmed that at least 10 people are dead after a car drove into a large crowd celebrating New Year's on Canal and Bourbon Street. At least another 30 people had to be hospitalized. This all happening just hours ago on undoubtedly one of the busiest nights of the year, with New Year's and the Sugar Bowl taking place later today. Right now, there's still a huge police presence at the scene, including the FBI, the coroner's office, and the mayor also said to be at that scene. Now, the driver reportedly got out of the vehicle and fired a weapon. Police are said to have returned fire. No word yet at this point on the state of the suspect responsible. Witnesses telling local reporters, though, they heard some loud banging and then looked outside and there were bodies on the floor. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry posting this moments ago on X. A horrific act of violence took place on Bourbon Street earlier this morning. Please join Sharon and I in praying for all the victims and first responders on the scene. I urge all near the scene to avoid the area. And like I said, this is developing. I'm constantly checking my phone with updates as we're learning from the New Orleans police.
I avoid those areas, period, with no alert, high alert, or anything. Because of these type of incidences, you just can't go out and have fun in today's society no more. Take this as a warning in 2025. Stay away and stay out the way. Continue.
We expect a press conference soon, guys.
All right, Chanley Painter, thank you very much. Bring us more news as you get it. This is frightening stuff. New Orleans is a party town. I had a roommate in college, from New Orleans, and we spent a lot of great times there during the college years at Mardi Gras and Jazz Fest and stuff. But the mindset, if you've ever been there, is, it's like Las Vegas. You're just all in, all party. And so it's interesting, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry tweeting out, I urge all, near the scene to take precaution, clear the area, which can sometimes be a little more difficult in a city that's used to just partying. Now this horrific tragedy unfolding as you look at the images of the crime scene here happening just literally hours ago.
Yeah, I mean, we talk all the time about this city, New York City, and crime, what happens on the subway, and these horrific things that happen on the streets, people being randomly punched or shot. New Orleans is one of the cities that has been hit worst by this, what we would call a crime epidemic. In 2019, I went to the Sugar Bowl and walked around Bourbon Street, then the entire French Quarter. I didn't think twice about it. Bunch of football fans. Nothing felt unsafe or dangerous or even, bad in any way. And then by the time I revisited at a different time of year in 2022, I was told, hey, you want to stay in the Garden District and don't be in the French Quarter at night. That's how much it had turned to the worst. And here's a very tragic example of that right there in New Orleans.
We're starting a movement.
Okay. Let me go to the next one right here. Right here, we remember this. And suspect was charged in this crime. Let me see if we can get the video for it.
You probably heard about this. I mean, this has been picked up on the national news, too. A fight turned deadly on a SEPTA platform when a man fell onto the tracks and then was struck by a train in University City. Marcus, what was this all about?
Yeah, Mike, hey, good morning. This seems like this all stemmed from an altercation between two people at 34th Street Station behind me. I'd say about a block up underground here is when this took place, but a fight escalated essentially into one person pushing another man onto the tracks there through this fight, and that person who ended up on the tracks, he was unable to get himself off of the tracks before a train hit and killed him, Mike and Alex. Medics arrived. They pronounced that person on scene pretty much right away. There was cell phone footage that you saw there of an individual who was a witness, and then there's also footage down there within the station as well, but police were able to apprehend somebody involved in the incident less than 6 blocks away shortly after, but they're still asking for folks to come forward if they saw anything.
Looked like it appeared to be some type of physical altercation. We don't know exactly what took place prior to that to initiate this physical altercation, but it's being investigated at this point. And we're looking for any witnesses to come forward. He was detained at 40th Market. We don't know if he has any connection with this assignment at this time, but it's being investigated and he's being detained.
You know, Mike and Alex, we paused that video obviously at the appropriate time there, but that's still even really hard to watch, to know what, happens next. And being killed by a train is just absolutely unimaginable. One of the worst ways, somebody could lose their lives. So police asking for all the information that they can get. So if you were a witness, you can reach out to police right away.
Yeah, it's interesting. Do you think, was the train coming into the station, or did he lay on the tracks for a while? I guess they'll try to figure all that out.
Yeah, the best we got was that he was just unable to get off the tracks. Maybe he, was unconscious when he got, fell and hit his head.
Yeah.
All kinds of things could have happened, So, but police say he just was unable to remove himself.
It was really quick. I mean, the train was
the train
at the
was
time
coming?
of the fight, yes. The train was coming, and it was a matter of a couple seconds.
Like fell, boom. Mm-hmm. What time of day was this, Marcus? We'll get that from him when he's already taken off. All right.
See? This is why I stay out of the city. I stay away from stuff. And this is the main reason why my attitude about life has changed. I used to be into all types of stuff. But now, in today's society, you cannot take those type of chances. Alright? You saw New Orleans and you saw Philadelphia. There's going to be a lot of tragedies this year because one of the parties lost it in the election. So, expect more. Alright, peace.